I was thinking, what if you could just make a latching dimmer circuit and at the same time switch off the LED with not much component? I then thought of the CD4017 CMOS decode counter IC that can count from 0 to 9 or 1 to 10. But we don't want that, we just want to use that to only dim the brightness and also switch off and on the light. But how can we achieve that using CD4017 with 10 output? So why not hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss upcoming videos while I take you through this project. This is an example of a CD4017 IC with 16 legs, where pin number 16 and pin number 8 happens to be our power supply inputs. Pin 13 is the clock enable pin. This pin is to be connected to ground. Pin number 15 is the reset pin. When this pin receives a high input, it restarts the function again. Pin 14 is the clock pin. Anytime it receives a pulse signals, it switches to the next output, and any other continuous pulses, it continues in that way to the next pin. So in order for us to make use of the CD4017, we only need 3 outputs, which is pin number 2, 4 and 7. While pin number 7 is connected to pin number 15, the reset pin, you can see that pin number 2 is output 1, and then after then it switches to pin 4, which is output 2, and then once it goes to pin 7, which is the output 3, then since pin 7 is now high, pin 15 now receives a high input and then reset the IC. I guess now you've get a better understanding of the CD4017. So now let's get building. As you can see on the breadboard, I have already placed a jumper wire between pin 8 and pin 13 of the counter, and then connecting pin 7 to pin 15 of the IC. Like I said, when pin 7 gets high, pin 15 resets the function again. I then place a jumper wire between pin 16 and the positive VCC. And also sending pin 8 to ground. And I've already placed a push button switch close to the IC and then connecting pin 14 to one of the terminals of the push button. I then connected another jumper wire between the second terminals to the positive rail, and also placed an LED such that its anode is connected to one of the terminals, which is pin 2 of the IC, and then is cathode to ground, and doing the same with the second LED, connecting one of its terminals to pin 4 and then the cathode to ground, and then plugging our power supply inputs, and also added a 10 nanofarad capacitor between pin 14 and the ground to help stabilize our output. And when the push button is pressed, you can see them switching over to the next. So how could we use this to dim an LED and also switch on and off the LED? So we are going to replace this LED with diodes. This diode helps to prevent reverse current from the next output to the next pin so that it won't destroy the IC. The resistor at pin 4 helps to prevent too much current when pin 4 goes high. This is going to help to dim the LED. So in that case, whenever pin 4 is high, the LED will be dim. And a transistor is added to pin 2. This will control the base pin and why more current will power our LED, so our LED will be bright when pin 2 is high. So I then place my diode at pin 2 and the second diode at pin 4. And with a BC547 transistor, place it in a way such that its base pin has contact with the first diode that was connected to the pin 2 of the IC. So I then place a 220 ohms resistor between the second diode and the emitter pin of the transistor, and connected the collector pin of the transistor to pin 16 of the IC where we have our positive VCC. And with this bright light, I then connected its positive to the emitter pin of the transistor and then connected its negative pin to where we have our ground, and then plug in our power supply for testing to see how this circuit works. And if you love this video, do not forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos. And also don't forget to keep your notification bell on so that you'll be notified whenever I release a new video. And also let me know what your thoughts are about this video on the comment section below.